Well, this is the right place, alright. Are you ready to do some stargazing?
Yeah, it's been a bit. You got some cool facts?
Actually, it's been a hot minute since I last looked into astronomy. Can you give me some of your opinions and facts that you know about? I'm interested.
Only if they will listen. Actually, you know what? Forget that. Sure. P.S. This might be long.
I am being serious. I have not looked into astronomy or space-related stuff for quite some time. I was busy with other things that interested me more. I will say, space cannot be understated when it comes to the sheer fascination and unfathomable scale of it all. The last thing that I looked into that was space related was some cosmic horror stuff on YouTube. And to be clear, we are not going to be talking about cosmic horror in this video. I'm sorry to all my cosmic horror fans, but my nightmares have genuinely gotten out of hand, and I need to lay off the hardcore existential dread and esoteric madness for at least a while. We'll get back to it at some point this year.
In general, I actually like stars, which, lucky for me, there's around like a septillion of them. I'm probably not even saying that right. Septillion. Jeez. But yeah, like, septillion, the thing that exists, apparently there's like over a trillion galaxies, which is just absolutely insane. I mean, one thing is, like, the Milky Way is extremely old. Like, even for galaxy standards, it is extremely old. It's like 13 billion years old. So now that I think about it, it's kind of surprising that, like, we don't have more white dwarfs. I mean, we have a lot of white dwarfs. It's just not a lot of them, like, at the same time. But there isn't a single galaxy that just has, like, mostly white dwarfs, which is, like, slightly surprising considering the fact that in the Milky Way alone, there's, like, 100 billion or something like that? No, not 100 billion, like, 10 billion. Yes, 10 billion, yes. So, like, there's, like, a lot of them where, like, at the same time, like, it just doesn't feel like there is.
Personally, for me, I like planets, especially Earth. I know it's easy to be cynical nowadays, but I really do love this world we live in. From the climate to the creatures, there is something to appreciate on almost every single corner of this planet we call home. The same can be said about other planets in the solar system, and some of the many moons the gas giant planets have, but not to the same extent. I grew up learning about and being fascinated by the world because of the life that lives and used to live on it. I can't say much about Venus, for example, because it's basically a hell planet, a toxic world with no hope for life, at least for the foreseeable future. I feel like I can't make a video talking about space without talking about time as well. If space is all that there is, time is all that has been and will ever be. The entropic sequence of every event, moment, action, reaction, etc. And this stuff usually, on the universal scale, takes place over millions and billions and trillions of years, and that's me just being generous. I bring this up to illustrate the real gravitas of all of this time truly put into perspective. While we as humans can understand a million, billion, trillion years, whatever, we find a great amount of difficulty understanding it on a historical or cosmic scale of events in reality, let alone a human experience. Humans can't live to be a million, billion years. Most of us are lucky enough to make it to 50 years. And that's not to say that's a bad thing. We have only recently in our history come to a better understanding of the universe and how insignificant we really are in the face of it all. And I honestly consider that a major improvement from what we had in the past. Back before all the great scientists, inventors, and intellectuals, we believed in concepts like geocentrism, where we believed that Earth and humanity was at the center of the universe and reality as a whole. Back then, we believed in things like religion and religious fundamentalism, which ultimately boiled down to the concept of some god, being, will, or force capable of creating, sustaining, and maintaining the universe down to the most meticulous details possible. We believed in things like determinism, the belief that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And when you combine that with the other beliefs that I have mentioned so far, you get humanity's oldest, most well-known cope of all time. The cope does not have a name, but it can be felt in almost every religion, ideology, conspiracy theory, etc. And you know it when you hear it because it can be summarized in just these 3 phrases. We matter. Everything is under control. And everything happens for a reason. But according to everything that we know about space in the modern era, none of this is true. The universe, regardless of whether or not it was the work of something or some things, has defined no terms for our existence. Everything in the universe is random and uncaring, and while every action has a reaction, not only are those actions and reactions not in service to some grand cause, but it's stretched across such an unfathomable scale of time that it looks and feels like nothing is happening at all, even though around us all the time things are happening. It is nothing more than an ambient sea of chaos stretched across an unfathomable plane of time that will exist with or without us. For a lot of people, myself included, this is a very terrifying thing to think about, but still, I don't think it's a bad thing. All that this stuff really means is that humanity has defined its own existence from the very start. Our lives, our fate, our purpose, our goals, our happiness, it's all in our hands, and the only thing stopping us from doing whatever we want is ourselves. And if that is not one of the most liberating beliefs to ever have in the grand scheme of things, I seriously do not know what is. Well, this is the right place, alright. Billions of years ago, the Earth was just like Venus. It took billions of years combined with some random cosmic chance to make the Earth what it is today. Who's to say that can't happen to other planets in our solar system? Well, maybe not all of them. Jesus Christ, how old is that storm?
There has to be a whole lot more planets than that then. How many planets are there? Holy shit. Because if we have that many stars and every star is used for a solar system, then how many planets are there? Holy shit.
I'm no mathematician, but I know that the chances of us being alone in the universe are statistically very low. Alien life is out there somewhere. We just have not seen it yet. Humanity has tried imagining what aliens could look like for a while. The most educated of guesses use Earth's evolutionary history of life as a template, because that's all we got for certain. All life on Earth is carbon-based, no pun intended. And the most scientific predictions of alien life also share this carbon baseline, regardless of the hypothetical climate of the alien planet. I'm going to say something that might shock you. There are infinite amounts of elements in the universe. What we know as the periodic table of elements is just for Earth, and is but a tiny bit compared to the infinite combinations of elements that make up every every planet in the universe. That's all planets really are. Combinations of elements created by stardust and pulled together by gravity. You might not think this is very revealing, but the elemental combinations that make planets what they are have a lot of influence on the climate, environment, and the life that could live on and from it. We could easily expect life forms that are not carbon-based just as much as ones that could be. And I think that is truly amazing.
But still, I guess like no amount of planets or stars, just like the universe in general, would compare to how much stuff there is. Because apparently, like 95 of the universe is invisible because of dark matter or whatever.
Hey, I didn't realize you were going to talk about this, but I want to leave dark matter out of this video until we definitively know what it is. Because for all we know, it could be the fabric of the universe, or empty space that the universe is in.
But by the way, okay, I know this is off topic, but I personally think that dark matter is kind of, like, it's kind of nonsense. I mean, sure, like, we have to, like, make sure it exists and shit, but, like, if we can't see it, we can't interact with it. I don't see the point in acting like it exists at all.
The universe is teeming with life. We just haven't gotten a chance to see any of it yet. And for the time being, no amount of optimism for life and humanity can truly shake off the cold, existential truth of where we are right now. We are alone, together, in the void. The least we can do is hope it's not forever.